Overland Commander. On this video, we're meeting my friend CJ to look at his Wrangler that's rigged for Overland. Hi, I'm with my friend CJ of CJ Outdoors, and we're going to look at his Wrangler today. Say hi to everybody, CJ.
Hey everybody, what's going on? This is a 2008 Jeep Wrangler Sahara. As you see, it's geared up for overlanding. It used to be, originally had it set up to do kind of like aggressive off-roading and fishing off the beach. So take the two, it kind of was a little different, but now got into overlanding, and this is it. It's a 3.8 Pentastar. It is your stock engine. I really haven't done anything crazy wild to it other than clean it up some and replace different parts that have gone on it. Everybody knows Mopar, the Pentastar, is a minivan engine. So they're taking the minivan engine, dropped it inside this thing, and where you really get your power from is with your four-wheel drive system, your transfer cases and stuff like that.
And the gearing in there.
And the gearing and everything, yes.
And so,
yes.
Did you change the gears when you lifted it?
Nope. This is all still stock.
Okay. It sounds like you have an exhaust in it.
Yes, I dropped it's a dual header that comes off the back. It's a MagnaFlow, and compared to the stock, it's a nice rumble to it. The tires are BF Goodrich's. They are the KM2s. They do have some really nice aggressive pattern to it on the sidewall and up on top. It's got plenty of meat. It gives you a lot of good grip. Not bad on the road whatsoever. Rain condition, ice, snow on the road, she runs fine. And the trail, they're beautiful. I went with 33s, being that out here on Long Island, the largest you could go is 33s to be beach legal. And I've kept 33s since. Like I said, don't go out on the beach that much anymore. If you go any higher, you have to start planning around a whole bunch of different things. And this thing itself is already paid on gas mileage, so I keep it at 33s, and that's what she likes to run with. The suspension itself is, I got Bilstein shocks on here on top of rock roller springs. This is a 4-inch lift on it, so I got a 4-inch sitting on 33s, and it gives very decent ground clearance. With these type of fenders, as you see, it makes the truck look so much larger, and it gives a crazy amount of tire articulation.
Now, do you find the 33s are sufficient? I know that I have found that they're big enough for everything.
Yes.
Unless you're doing something specialized like mud bogging or rock crawling or something.
Exactly. For every day, for all type of trails, 33s have been sufficient so far. The panels themselves are angled. They actually do serve a purpose. It gives you approach angles for if you're gonna bounce into a tree or you have some kind of obstacle like that, you're not gonna get hung up on it. You can actually hit and rub up against it. And I've used that to my advantage a couple times where my friends would slide off a trail and they're worried about hitting a tree. Meanwhile, I know if I hit it with one of the fenders, I can actually hit it and rub off of it and use that as a pivot point to get back up the trail. Now I'm going to show you the body armor of the vehicle. The body armor is this mini-built XRC body armor. It is, I don't know the actual thickness of it, but it is steel. It is solid. On the doors themselves are magnetic panels, so it gives you a little bit extra coverage from dents and scrapes. The tent here, it's a Smitty built XL. It's the larger one that they sell. This thing, once it's opened up, it's like a king-size tent. It's like a mansion on top here. Beautiful, love it. As you see, my height, I am pretty far off the ground. I'm about 7 to 8 feet off the ground, depending on terrain. If you're on a level terrain, obviously you're level on both sides. It takes a matter of minutes to set up, and packing down, same thing. It folds right up. You tuck in the pieces, throw the cover on, and you're good to go.
And for people that aren't familiar with a rooftop tent, when you move around, does the vehicle move a lot or is it pretty stable?
Oh, it's stable up here. It's locked down pretty stable. The only thing is, yes, it does add some surface, some weight up on top. Their center of gravity will change a little bit.
So it drives different with that.
It does drive differently. The Jeep itself is built like a brick, and now you just added another box on top of it.
And how about at night with all the air under you? Does it sleep colder or warmer or about the same?
No, about the same. There is a mattress inside of it. It's about a 2.5, 3-inch mattress inside of a full mattress, and with enough blankets, sleeping bags, and I even have a buddy heater put in here. You're fine, nice and comfy. Talk about lights now. I used to run KCs on them, and it would drain my battery. It killed my alternator, and now I changed all the lights up. They're all LEDs now. LEDs in particular, the two that are on the corner here, I'm facing off on a 45-degree angle, and they do have side angle lights. So this thing, when I go down a trail, it throws light everywhere. You can see it's like driving daytime. The two up here just focus front, and in front I have LED headlights, LED fog lights, and I used to run lights on the bumpers, but it was just too much. I had a quad pack here on the 8 pillars. It got too much, so I took them all off, and now all I run is what's on the front bumper there and up top here. Besides the top lights, I have lights underneath also. The lights, besides looking cool, looking all that, they actually do serve a function. You drop a tool at night, you're not walking around with your flashlight. Right here, I have, these are color lights, these are white lights. So I could hit a different switch aside and throw in a whole bunch of different lighting underneath the truck. Underneath the bumper, there's one. I got two right here. Underneath, I got a set. Back here is another set. Where do they go? Right there, they're all muddy. And on the rear of the truck itself, oh, I'm sorry, I apologize. I also have these little strip lights. They're on the side of the vehicle, work lights, and on the back I have a strip light facing down, and I have two more square lights on top. In the rear of the vehicle, I have further LED lights. Two up top. The two up top, they have LEDs, color LEDs up on the side, so I can change them out for whatever purposes. We don't want to blind each other out when on the campsite. You want to throw a little color out there, have a little fun. Back here on the bumper itself, there's one up here, and there's two in the bumper itself. Open up the back hatch here. I have LED light here, and on the back I have a tray. Right now the tray is folded up, but there's lights in there also, so I could throw in lights in my workspace here. This light also here on the bottom, when it's in the open configuration, gives me area light down here from when we're working. Like I said, if you drop something, you're not searching around at night, trying to find a headlamp, flashlight, or you can just turn them on and it's right there. And the switches for those are actually right here. So everything you're going to do in the back is all controlled through this switch right there.
And we didn't mention the bumpers, but what are they?
The bumpers front and rear are also Smitty built. They are the SRC models. I had larger ones prior that stuck out, and I went with the lower profile, give it a little more aggressive look, and also too, just kind of slimline the look a little bit. And this is my work area back here. It's a foldable table from TerraFlex. Wasn't too hard to put together. You had to do a little drilling and tapping, so that was a little bit of a little scary moment. But once you got through it, it's a beautiful system. It's really nice. This is besides workstation, this is my cooking station here. I have a portable stove. Pull this out here. Hook this up to your propane butane system, and you can start grilling right from this location. The back, I like how everybody has these beautiful systems. Me, I can't afford that right now. So what I did was I went down to Walmart, I picked up some of these plastic drawers through them back here, and it holds everything from all my cooking utensils to spare parts, plates, and I could even throw like I got my coffee pot in there, and this is my scuttle that's ready to go. I throw things up on top, and this is just a basic hammock, just one of those cheap hammocks, but I use that as a cargo net to kind of keep everything all tight and secure on it.
And you said you've got a shelf in there that folds down.
Yes, yes. This back here is a shelf. As you see, I have lights installed up there also, which is controlled by that one controller. When I'm not running this, I can fold this down and it locks in place, so it gives you an extra shelf to store things on. And if I'm running with this rooftop off, it actually kind of gives it a little bit of like a security space, so you can put things underneath and kind of keeps prying eyes away. This is my rear awning here. Trying to remember the exact dimensions on it. I believe it's 4 by 8, if I remember correctly. Obviously, on the clip here, zip on the bottom, she folds out about 8 feet out. The poles, everything that you need are inside. The poles extend out, they lock in place, and put them in the ground. You run the guy lines out and stake them down. This gives you some beautiful coverage, inclement weather, snow, rain, anything like that. And the only thing that I have to work on is my high lift is right here. My high lift jack, all my recovery gear is mounted on the back. And to utilize this, I have to take this down. But no big deal. I got tools for that. You just take the bolts off, put this on the side, and she folds right out.
How is your high lift mounted?
The high lift is actually mounted itself to the tailgate. The tailgate is the reinforced TerraFlex mount, and I just bought the extra parts, and she mounts right onto it.
And your shovel here is mounted with quick fist?
Yes, yes. They just bolt right on, and yeah, 1, 2, 3, on and off. This is another awning here. This one is your large, your family style. You want to bring everybody over, you don't want to set up that, but you want to run this out, have a couple friends over. This thing will kick out to about 10 feet out. And it's the whole length of the truck. Same thing, poles are built inside of it. You roll it out, poles snap out, lock in place, guide them down, and you are good to go. Packs up 1, 2, 3 very fast. And let me see what else. What else can we do? I have, didn't see before, on the side of the truck I have these pegs. With these type of fenders, I'm able to walk across the vehicle when I'm securing the tent and I'm securing the any gear up on top, which is great. Side step that flops down, and you walk right up onto it. And like I said, I can walk right across the fenders if need be. This is my S-Pod. This is where I control all the lights on the outside of the vehicle. Starting from here, this is my overheads. This is my interior lights, which is a current project right now. The side lights on the side of the vehicle are controlled by these two, obviously left to right. Rock switches are here, and the rear lights, I hit this, and this is what activates the 4 rear lights off on the fender. The S-Pod itself is pretty neat. Hit this button right here, and it will light up all the switches. So if you're using it at night, you can actually read your switches. Just for fun, I have a little pitch indicator, and this is my rack mount here. This is what is holding all my electronics right now. Usually run a Garmin over here. I have a Garmin Rhino, which has the radio function on it, so I could, if anybody's out, other than using CBs, we could use this. Most of my friends, they have regular family radios, or little handhelds. I throw this in there, and we can just communicate back and forth. Going down, I have an extra mount here. If I want to run my GoPro, when my GoPro's working, I hook it up to this. This one here, this actually came with the Rugged Ridge, the center console part. I don't really use it anymore, but it always has the potential for further use. Cell phone holder, and then I have my tablet holder. So the cell phone operates off of operates a hotspot, which enables me to run most of my different electronic functions off of my tablet here. There's an OBD2 reader on the bottom that reads, that communicates via Bluetooth, and this is the readout from OBD Fusion, which is the app that I use inside the vehicle. CJ, thank you for your time today and showing us your beautiful rig.
appreciate it. Overland Command members, follow CJ on Instagram at CJ Outdoors.
Anytime, thank you.